Good day, beautiful people, elves, hobbits, dwarves, and the like. Today I want to share with you 10 other games that are similar to LOTRO and free to play. If you're anything like me, you like to play multiple games at once but have a particular niche that you want to stick to. Never fear, that is what we're here for. Starting with number 1, Neverwinter. Just the cover art to this one is cool. This game has some of the same thrills as LOTRO. Set from the D&D Forgotten Realms campaign, your job is to explore and defend the cities as they rebuild. With a notably great storyline, combat, classes, encounters, and more, this is a great one for you and your friends to give a shot. Number 2, Star Trek Online. This one is good. Not only are most fans of LOTRO familiar with Star Trek already, but it has a lot of similar elements that one can find very inviting. It's an MMORPG that starts 30 years after the events of Star Trek Nemesis. This is where you take the commander's chair, take part in factions, see familiar faces, engage in space battles, and much, much more. It's a dream come true for any Trekkie. Number 3, Skyforge. Here we combine the fantasy and sci-fi worlds. This is an MMORPG where the player is set on a quest to defend the planet of Alien from anything and everything that's looking to hurt it after the gods have abandoned their people. As an immortal, you can alter combat systems, gain celestial powers, choose between classes, and team up with others in the name of defense. Number 4, Terra. This one is similar to Skyforge, where the gods have abandoned you and it now falls upon the player to defend the world from otherworldly beings. Terra focuses mostly on combat elements than storyline, but in exchange allows the player more access to combat situations, upgrades, and tactical positioning. With 80+ zones to find quests, join a class and race, and fight over 600 monsters, you and your fellow players will have your hands full. Number 5, D&D Online. You might recognize the art style for this one. That's because it's also made by Standing Stone Games, just like LOTRO. Now, as you can expect from the name, it's like playing D&D but in a video game instead. With the same type of mechanics, role-playing, dungeon masters, monsters, encounters, loot, etc. It's a popular game and this one is very, very close to LOTRO. Number 6, World of Warcraft. Most people have heard of this one before, but it's actually got some of the same mechanics as LOTRO players love. It's full of magic and fantasy. The players can choose between races and classes, be enveloped in lore and storytelling, and dive into dungeons. This game is only free to play up to level 20. Afterwards, you must subscribe to continue though. Number 7, RuneScape. A classic for any RPG player. Make the journey yours, level up, quests galore, mini games, socializing, and much, much more. Graphics are on the older side, but this game holds up true to this day. Number 8, Black Desert Online. A much newer MMORPG, this one includes combat and siege, exploration, trading, fishing, training, alchemy, cooking, gathering, hunting, and more in a vast open world. This one has been coming more and more out as people come to enjoy it. History and lore keep the story going and keep players invested. There is also a very great level of character customization to finagle with. Number 9, ESO, or Elder Scrolls Online. I personally love this game. Just as with WoW, most people have heard of Elder Scrolls series. This game was released back in 2014, but uncovers a lot of mysteries the series has left us with in the single-player games. As is true with the other games, you choose your race and class, specialties, quests, vast open world, team up with other players, and much, much more. Number 10, Guild Wars 2. Last but not least, this is a fast-paced action combat with a mass amount of stories, beautiful landscapes, exploration, races, professions, and even your own personal story based on what you select in the creation menu. This one is more heavily based on combat, but the mechanics are still very similar to that of LOTRO. That's all I have for you today. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you have a marvelous day, and I will catch you next time.